Good morning, Flosstube. My name is Wendy, and this is my channel, Wendy's Craft Room. It has been quite a while since I recorded a Flosstube. It's been over a month. It was Friday, July 10th, and today is Friday, August 21st, 2026. So, I do have some stitching to show. Let me see, a little bit about life updates. I had not been feeling well, mostly just from a medication I'm taking. It just makes me nauseous and then it just ruins my day. But anyway, I had a little vacation with my granddaughter. My husband and I took her to Niagara Falls. We had a great time. And then my mom came to visit for a couple weeks. I only get to see her about once a year. She was here for 2 weeks, so I didn't do any crafting while she was here, really. Just visiting with her. So that's been what's going on. I'm not sure if I talked about, yeah, I did. I started a couple stitchy games. Amazing Race Canada is on now, so I stitch for that, and then also Big Brother, the American version, started. So I've been stitching to that along with some temperature stitching and very little bit of SALs. So anyway, let's just get into it. Okay, so for temperature stitching, the first thing I have is in this bag by Garon Tote and Bags. Yeah, this is Light My Fire by Ruby Slipper Needlework Designs. Light My Fire. I started this, I just happened to see it on, I think it was Garon Stitchery. And at the time my husband was putting in a fire stove in the garage. So I wanted to do this for him and, you know, to hang out there. But of course, want and actually doing are two different things. But so let's see, I got 50 stitches done on this time. And once again, it's just all down here, so it's hard to see any progress. Yeah. Love the smirk. Oh, eventually it'll get done. So there's that. Okay. The next thing is in another bag by Garon Tote and Bags. And of course my projects don't match my bags. This is one of those stamped cross stitch kits that I got. I can't even remember where I got it, and it doesn't say the company name either. No, but it comes with all the threads on cards, and these threads, I don't know what they are, but they're beautiful. They're soft, almost silky. Love the colors, beautiful colors. Anyway, I don't know the name of the kit either, so I've just started calling it Dreamcatcher. And there's a picture of what it will look like when it's finished. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork. And I got 60, 110, 112 stitches done on this one. And it was, once again, all in blues, different shades of blue. Oh, I think I have a before picture. The same with Light My Fire. I should have a before picture. I'll put it in previous. Yeah. I say this, I cannot wait to get it done, but yet I seem to be able to wait. But there's just gonna, the size of it, it's going to be when it's done. I want to hang that in my spare bedroom. Love it. Okay. The next thing I got, this is in a bag from Evertote in London, Ontario, Canada. And this was called September's Revenge by Maximum Cross Stitch. This was a kit I bought from Evertote for a September sampler challenge. The pattern is from Maximum Cross Stitch. The fabric, I didn't get the fabric there, but I did get the floss from Evertote. It's Roxy Floss. I remember I had also gotten, she had gotten yarn that year too, and I had gotten that and made socks with the colors that are like that. Very pretty. The fabric was just Aida that I had laying around, and I coffee dyed it, and I'm loving how it's looking. I started with the house thinking it was going to be the most difficult, but boy, oh boy, these flowers are no joke. I am getting close to a finish on this one. I just have like, yeah, this, it looks like a flower, but I guess it's a leaf, and then this flower, and a couple letters I think to go in there, and I will be finished. So this will be a finish this year, for sure. Knock on wood. But anyway, I can't wait to get that finished, and I'm going to frame it myself. Yeah. Yeah. So really enjoying that. Okay, so that's it for the temperature stitching. Now we're going to go on to SALs. Now this bag I made in Wendy's craft room, and it's the tutorial from Vanna Pfeiffer. And this is the Lola Crow Museum After Midnight SAL. Just, I don't have all the colors carded yet. But so far I'm still working on the frame, and the needle minder I got from Stitch and Button. I'll try and remember to link her below. You can buy things from her, bags and needle minders, through Facebook. That's how she sells her items, and she sends you a PayPal invoice, I think. Anyway, I'll link it below, and you can check her out. She's got some really nice bags and some really cute needle minders. I'll try and remember to put a before picture here as well. Let me see, what did I get done? I only got 51 stitches in that. I'm definitely not keeping up. I think there's like 9 exhibits out already, and I haven't even finished the frame. Oh. But it's the process, right? Oops, okay. And next is the Peppermint Purple SAL. It's a blackboard work design. Every year she has a stitch along and gives you some free patterns, and then if you want something more advanced, you can purchase another layout, but I just went for the free layout. My printer was running out of color ink, so the colors aren't showing true to color, but that's the layout. There we go. And I'll put a before picture here. And I don't think I tracked how many stitches I did in this. I think I just did, since you last saw it, I probably only did 1 or 2 weeks. So every month there's a new color. So this was January, February, March, and April, and I just started May. I'm loving the, there's an option to do cross stitch in the black work as well, and you can see there's places where I've done the cross stitch. It gives you some texture, some dimension, so I've chosen to add the cross stitch bits in it. I'm just using the called for DMC colors, and yeah. It's funny how you have such good intentions. Like, it comes out once a week. Oh, surely I can keep up once a week. Okay, weeks go by. Okay, so that's all that I've done for SALs this time. And for games, the first thing I've done, this is a bag that I got from Darlene Dion Designs in Nova Scotia. She makes bags and sells quilting patterns and cross-stitch patterns. Very talented lady. And once again, I've got a Halloween in a winter bag. One of these days I'm going to get organized and change all my... Okay, this was a freebie. It was called the Costume Party SAL from Kathy at Hands On Design, and because it's free, I think I'll show this, and it's long ago. And let's see, I did 75 stitches in this. That's cute. I think I did mostly in the browns. That's like a shelf. And this is a cute needle minder I got from, it was the Witchy Stitchy Challenge in 2021, and, oh, what was the name of that? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, very nice needle minder, very heavy duty. Oh, so this was the Amazing Race game, and that's where each team on the Amazing Race, you assign a project to them, and then I have assigned, oh, what was this? That was for, sorry, I just realized I didn't put the thread away, so if I don't, I'll forget where it goes. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, so every week the teams start out, every episode they start out from a location and they get clues, and they you know, race around the city wherever they are, and they do challenges and so on. So they have something called a Desjardins Assist, and it's randomly assigned in a clue, and so whoever gets the random Desjardins Assist will oh, they'll only have to do part of the challenge, or, you know, so they'll get assisted to help them get the challenge done faster. So if a team has used or won the Desjardins Assist, I will stitch 50 on their project. They were all given an express pass on the very first episode, so whenever a team used the express pass, I stitched 50 on their project. When they come in first place, I stitch 75. If they come in last place, I stitch 50. And then if they're eliminated, because some legs of the race will be a non-elimination leg, so if they come in last, I still just give them 50 stitches. But if they're eliminated, because then that project will no longer be in play, I will do 200 stitches. And then also some teams will take a penalty because they can't do the challenge, or it's too hard, or they just think it's going to be faster if they take the penalty. So if they take a penalty, I'll give them 50 stitches as well. So I've only done 2 things for this game so far, and that was the costume party. And this next one, my fancy project bag. This is a Gobble couple, the Native Gobbles by RATM. I am using the called for DMC, no I'm not. I'm using the called for classic Colorworks and One Gentle Art. Very muted colors. And the fabric, oh, there is 2 DMCs in here. And the fabric I think I got this from, I'm not sure where I got it. Anyway, it's 14 count Aida chocolate raspberry. And I did 100 stitches on this. And that's where it's at. Love the color. I was thinking I'd love to get some of these Gobble couples done and finish them on something that looks like a turkey platter, you know. Kind of morbid, no. That's kind of what I'd like to do anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I can get sewing and make some more project bags by the looks of it. Okay. So that was it for my amazing race stitching. And I kept forgetting to say I'll put before pictures up. So now we'll move on to my final game, and that was Big Brother stitching. So I've got 4 projects left to show. Okay, so the first one, I'll put a picture of the finished project, what it will look like. And this is the 2026 Heaven and Earth Design Challenge. And no way I'm going to get 6 pages. I don't even have 1 page done by the end of the year. But I added 30 more stitches in, and I couldn't tell you where at the moment. I do like, though, how you can see, you know, how it looks once it's filled in. I do like that. And I am just using, I think, 18 count Aida and the called for DMC. The next thing, okay, so I didn't explain the Big Brother. The Big Brother stitching game was created by Jessie Marie at Jessie Marie Does Stuff. So if you want, you know, full details, go to her page or her YouTube channel. I'll try and link it below. I'm sure you all know her. But So basically it's the same sort of thing. All the players, or house guests they're called, you assign a project to each house guest, and then each week there's a lot of stitching to keep up with it. But anyway, it's just another way to do your stitching, to move around and touch all projects. But so every week they have a head of household competition. So the winner of that, you take that project and you can assign whatever numbers works for you. What I've decided to do was, for head of household, I will do 100 stitches in that project. And then the head of household will nominate 3 people for eviction. So every person that's nominated, I will do 50 stitches on their project. If there's a showmance, when it first becomes apparent, I will give 25 stitches to each of those people. When they win the power of veto, I will stitch 75. And then whoever's evicted, oh, and then the blockbuster. I don't know what I wrote for the blockbuster. I think if they win the blockbuster, oh yeah, 50 stitches. And then when they're evicted, once again, a higher number, because that project will now be out of play, out of the game. It is 200 stitches. Right. So the first project that the second project that I've done for this is my Long Dog sampler. It is called Plight of Fancy. And the reason I chose this was I chose this to be like a scrap project. Whenever I have leftover threads from another project, or a length of thread that, I just can't use in the project now, instead of trying to save it or throw it away, I just put it in this project. And so I just have random threads in here, and I don't know. Oh, here it is. The fabrics I'm using is 16 count Aida from Seraphim Fabrics, and the colorway is called Eternal Flame. And I'll put a before picture here, and this is where I'm at now. I added 75 stitches. I think I did another, maybe the N, and then I started on this flower basket down here. I'm liking the look of it. Lots of different colors in the fabric, so I thought that would work well with all the different colors. It's falling everywhere. And this little bag is just a steampunk stitcher from the Black Needle Society. Excuse me. That was in one of their boxes. Okay. Next, I only did 50 stitches on this, but I was really excited to do it because I haven't touched this in a long, long time. This is Witchy Washy by Raise the Roof. I'll put a picture here of the before. I am using Spooky Orange 14 count Aida from Stony Creek Dyed Fabrics. Stony Creek, that's what I was trying to remember earlier. And yeah, I did 50 stitches, and I think it was all the gray. All the gray. I had the tree done before. Once again, loving the fabric. It's kind of blowing out here. There. It's a darker orange. It's really... There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. A little darker than that even. Nice and mottled with like a gray black, so it looks very Halloween-y. And I'm using all the called for DMC threads for that. Oh, and this came with little buttons from Just Another Button Company. There's like a pumpkin, a cat, a butterfly, another cat, and oh, that's 2 crows. Cute, 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 cute. They're so fun. I would love to do all the different clotheslines and have them like in the laundry room. I can dream, I can dream. Okay, and the final project that I worked on for the Big Brother is the New Start. I got this from, I think, Garon Stitchery, from the National Needle Market, whatever it's called. And this is called A Beacon of Hope by Stitchy Pros. And I'm using the called for DMC floss. Okay. And I lost the fabric tag. Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah, this is it. Fox and Rabbit Saltbush 16 count Aida. And I got 100 stitches. So I just started with the border. And the anchor was, love this, it's just like a grayish brownish color. Very good neutral. The needle minder I got from Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah. So that's that. That needs a project bag desperately. Oh, one other thing, miscellaneous. I was going to try on Fridays to work on. I had tried to set myself a schedule for cross stitching. Mondays work on the Museum SAL, Tuesdays on my HAED SAL, Wednesdays on Peppermint Purple, Thursdays on the 70s Kitchen, and Friday I want it to focus on a finish. So if I have something that's getting close to a finish, then focus on that on Fridays, so I can try and get some finishes. So this is by Heart and Hand. It's called Ye Old Crow Sampler. It's a nice fall project. The fabric I'm using is Picture This Plus 16 count Aida, and it's called Moon Glow. And this is where I'm at. I really don't have, I think I have a before picture. I really don't have much to do. A little bit around the pumpkin and some leaves, and finish the bird's beak, and then initials and the year. And I think I'm going to put my grandmother's initials in here because that's why I picked this project. My grandmother, there's a joke between my grandparents, I think, about about her being like a crow going after shiny things or something. So anyway, that's why I picked it. So I'd like to get that done and just make it into a little pillow. And then I'll free up this bag for maybe Stitchy Pros. This bag was a quilt block that I had, and then I turned it into a bag. Not bad. Not a bad attempt. I think we'll just share this bag for now, and then I'm not going to lose everything. Okay. So, that was all the stitching I got done. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a nice pile sitting there on the floor to be put away. Okay, and the only other thing is I got a little bit of haul. The next fabric of the month from Fox and Rabbit I got was Desert Sands. And it's just a really, almost like a clay color. And I'm going to maybe link the video in this, but I'm doing a separate Mary Maxim video. I went to Mary Maxim's tent sale, and I did get a cross-stitch project there, so I thought, well, I'll pull that out and show it here. But if you want to see everything else I got, all the yarn and puzzles, then check out my other video. And if it's not here, it will be out on Monday. But anyway, this is Stitch Studio by Nicole. The company is Joan Elliott, and it is 14 count Aida. It has beads, pretty big beads for this project. But anyway, it's called Vision of Hope. It says every dream is a vision of hope. And I love Dreamcatcher, so that is what I got for cross stitching. Oh. And that's all I have today. Whoops. Something else to find to put away. Thank you so much for watching. For anybody who's returned, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And anybody who's new, welcome. Please consider hitting the subscribe button, doing all the like and commenting, all the YouTubey things that help get our channel seen. I did have my first anniversary, I think, but I'm still under 100 subscribers, so maybe if you could share for me, we'll see if that helps. But anyway, I'm still enjoying doing it, and I still will continue. So until next time, be well and take care of yourselves in this crazy world, and happy stitching. Bye for now, friends.